You gonna come sit? Whoa! Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. So, happy Wednesday. It is May 1st, and we are feeling significantly better. I'm not going to put 100% on it, but we are going to let some baseballs eat today. We're going to let them go. That should give us a solid 3 days to recover before Sunday, which is going to be the next time. Excuse me, we're going to pitch. And then we're going to experiment today. We're going to do an upper body lift following a high intent throw day. So normally what I do is I do a lower body lift the day after I throw after I throw high intent on the same day. Then I will save the upper body lift for the next day. Today what I'm going to do is try and stack stressors with the upper body and then move the lower body day to tomorrow. Another thing I started doing, it's only been 2 days, so there's limited time to tell, but I've slept through the night the last 2 nights. So I got 7 hours and 45 minutes. The last 2 nights, the main difference, he was not in the bed. So I slept in there, he slept out here. And no disruptions, maybe got up to go to the bathroom once or twice, but that was it. And as you can probably tell, he's pretty hyperactive. He has a tendency to move a lot and take up a lot of space. So I would be remiss if I said that has not had a pretty profound effect over the last couple days. Would I love to cuddle with him? Absolutely. But you just got to kind of roll with the punches or the kicks in his scenario and do what you got to do. So I love him and I love cuddling with him, but if he's destroying your recovery, and that goes for any of you dog owners out there, if the pup likes to move around and take up space in the bed, it's like, establish some boundaries, you know? Just close the door. Don't let him go in there. And that's what we've done. He's got this entire couch to himself. He's got blankets. And so I think he's doing okay. I think he's doing okay out here. But we will... We're going to go to the store really quick. I'm going to take him for a pretty extensive walk, and then we'll come back and I will walk you through breakfast, coffee, that whole routine, pre-throw mobility, and we'll go from there. Okay, it is time for breakfast. So what I do for breakfast for myself and for the boy here, well, he gets something a little bit different. He gets kibble for now. Wow, that is an orange yolk. You are lucking out, pal. With an egg on top, a raw egg, because he's strong. He's a strong boy. And then what I do for my first meal, you know the drill. You know the drill. I don't know why you're looking at me like that. Really? I turned the camera on and now you're just not gonna show off? You usually know exactly what you need to do. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Good boy. Anyway, so we just went to the store, got some chicken I'm about to throw into the crock pot here. Normally what I've been doing is chicken, ground chicken rather than chicken breast. And the reason I did that was for a couple of reasons, really. One reason is because the ground chicken itself is just a little bit easier to make. It's a little bit like easier to eat. And so I think for like a bulking context, it's probably a little bit easier just because it's easier to get down the ground. And also, just the texture, I think. It is definitely a texture thing. Why can I not open this? Golly. That's like painful. Holy shit, man. All right, so for the sake of my hands, we just did some surgery and we just cut off the nozzle because it literally did not want to budge. I took a freaking butter knife to it. It just did not want to move. So, whatever. But let's talk about breakfast. So, what we're gonna do? Got this big ass jar of honey here today. It's from Jersey, Pittstown, New Jersey, and it's unheated raw honey. So non-pasteurized, pure raw honey, unfiltered, let the original flavor and qualities. Not a genetically engineered food. I don't know. The label looks good. The label's got a lot of good stuff on it, you know. So we're gonna take this safety seal off here. And what we'll probably do is parse some out and just give it a try on the front end. And I'll do it over here so y'all can see it. So, this is my first time actually trying this. I've seen it in the store quite a bit. And I usually just go with this stuff right here, this Lord Byron's apiary, whatever you want to call it. They're plastic containers. This one is glass, so there's a difference there. But this one was also made in Maryland. Natural raw honey. And I think the difference is that this one is actually heated. I'm not sure. But either way, this one's just a different color as well. And it also has some pollen in it. So, I'm gonna do this here. Oh yeah. That looks delectable. That's 36 grams. Another 2 grams on the finger there. Damn, that's fucking good. Might need to add a little bit more. With everything on the spoon and the finger, we'll call it 53 grams. The texture on that is unbelievable. For this whole thing, there's 61 servings. And it was like 23 bucks. So that's whatever, like 33 cents a serving, I believe. So 151 calories of honey. Now we get into the Greek yogurt, 3.5% milk fat, organic Greek yogurt, plain from Whole Foods. Pretty simple. And I don't have like a set amount that I do for this. I really just kind of eyeball it. I still measure it out, obviously, but it's not like I need like 200 grams on this day or 300 grams on this day. Because I am about to go train here shortly, probably keep it a little bit lighter today. So that's 296. We'll call that 300, maybe a little bit more. But just to be on the safe side, we'll call it 300. No, where'd it go? There we go. We'll go 305, compromise there. And then last piece is bee pollen. Especially with the way my allergies have been. I know it's incredibly bitch to be constantly talking about allergies as being a limiting factor, but if you know, you know. And what I know is that it does have a pretty profound impact on your performance and just your health and your ability to get up and go and do things. So if anybody has some good honey heating strategy so I don't have to like labor through the mixing process with this, let me know. But that is meal one. So Greek yogurt, honey, and bee pollen. And that is it. We're going to get this down the hatch. Then we're going to test grip strength, but I've already taken you through that in a previous video, so no need to show you again. And then I will meet you at the field. I don't know how this is going to work with the mic on the shirt here, but I just wanted to show you that you shouldn't be limited by the space that you're currently given if you want to get a proper warm-up in. So, I'm in my apartment, and I'm about to go throw. It's plenty hot outside, so I'm not going to need a super extensive warm-up, but got to make sure you get these in before you throw. Yeah, so the mic's like right on my mouth. Either way. So, little sinus pressure right there. Whew, that was good. All right, we'll meet you at the field. I don't spend my time obsessing or being incredibly neurotic about those types of things because there's things that have to be done. Like, I can't focus on little minute, tiny things. You know, maybe in the long term you can, but right now it's like, for example, it's 10:40. We've got some work things that we have to attend to at noon. So that gives us an hour and 20 minutes to throw baseballs far, throw baseballs hard, get back, make yourself some kind of meal. So that way you can go to the gym and have a good training session. So it's not going to be anything crazy, but you know, we're going to have those phone calls, and then we're going to go to the gym and have an afternoon session, upper body. But for right now, we're going to go tarps off. Cool addition, couple things about this field. So I'll show you, but they've got an uphill slant here where the right field fence is. I actually gave up a nuke over that fence last year. So I don't know what the distance equation is between like the elevation and the wall, but I'll show you it's pretty damn high. And they also added a plyo wall. It's not really a plyo wall, it's just kind of like a mat attached to the fence back there, but it gives you the opportunity to throw plyos of different weights, because sometimes when I would throw the underload plyos to the fence, they would just slip through the cracks and then you lose that plyo where you have to like go around and grab it. But that's a pain in the ass, so we're not going to do that. So yep, we're gonna go tarps off, make some plyo throws, no lower body warm up or anything. It's pretty warm out, like I said, and we're just gonna roll right into long toss, get on the mound, let a few rip, do some pitch design, and that'll be it for today. For reference, that's the fence, that's the hill, that's home plate. Right there, plyo wall if you can see it. Well, I'll bring you over there. You gotta slip through this little guy right here. We're gonna throw to that. So, perfect. Actually works super well. Of course, we've got our trusty throw calculator here. 2. 10. Do some abbreviated stuff as well. 3. 6. 16. Oh, by the way, 192 this morning. 192. So had the birthday, did some celebrating, had some ice cream and some steaks on Monday. Yesterday was dialed. Today, dialed. Besides the fast twitch, if you even want to count that, it's 5 calories. It just has an ingredient list longer than the fucking Bible. So, whatever. Don't be neurotic about it. 16 throws, here we go. $25. Let's pick up a ball, feeling good. So the really tough thing about this, as far as like angles are concerned, is I'm gonna try and keep myself in the shot. But if the goal is going to be to get it over the left field fence, I'm gonna need to kind of work on this diagonal angle, which is fine. I've thrown off of that before. I just need to be really diligent about where I'm starting. But for catch play right now, we're just gonna start same thing. Did the plyos to get the arm moving a little bit. 25 throws right now. And we're just gonna do some 10 toes, extending out that way. Normally would the warm up be a little bit more extensive? Yes, but we're crunched for time today and I'm excited to throw. So here we go. We're just gonna start with some 10 toes. Boom. I think total today we're looking at about 80 to 100 throws. So we'll get to 50, 60 at a long toss here. And then probably another 20 to 25 on the mound. Another thing that I can do with these, gives me the opportunity to see distance. Looks like Eli got into this ball. Lovely. Yep, was definitely chewing on this ball. Once I've maxed out the distance and I feel as though I'm like completely at full intent with these, then we'll start to add the lower half back in. So, when you are throwing with yourself, should you be looking at where the ball lands or should you be looking at where the ball rolls? The answer is it depends. Depends on how high the seams are. You're using a different ball every single time, so the ball flight is going to be different. The way the ball rolls through the grass is going to be different. The way that it bounces, backspins, whatever, it's all going to have an effect. For me, I'm basing these more on feel because nothing really matters until you throw it at the gun. You see what the velocity is, right? You can still get a pretty good idea. Like that one felt pretty good and it went the farthest so far. You can still get a pretty decent idea as far as like backspin. Hopefully I'm in the shot here. As far as backspin or how it comes out of your hand. But just based on this, we're obviously just going to be working on backspin. Do not overlook your recovery times either. Make sure you take time to recover between throws. It's a very quick, explosive action. You want full recovery. Every time, just increase the distance. So if you're wondering what I'm playing in the headphones, nothing. I'm literally playing nothing in the headphones right now. There's a chance that when I do pull downs, I might start playing something, but for right now, I'm not playing anything. The reason for that is because I'm talking to the camera for one, but two, I just feel as though I don't want to play music. So it's more just me just kind of tuning everything out. Yeah, I just don't want to play music, whatever. I'm EMF maxing, all right? I'm pounding my brain with EMFs. So that way, that's how you get the negative thoughts out of your brain. All right, you pound it with EMFs. It's the only way. We'll go a couple more 10 toes, feeling pretty good. Then we'll start to incorporate the lower half. So now we're gonna do some hovers. Just feel out where the lower half wants to go and how it needs to move and everything. 38th rows now. Right here. And that was pretty damn easy, to no surprise. That's like 5 feet from the fence, so we might be hitting those pickleball players up there. We'll see. Now what I'm going to do is kind of like a roll-in, almost like a lateral roll-in. So I'm just going to go here, try and really drill in the back leg, and then from there, work out of it. Just staying smooth, 3 steps, nothing more. It's also hard when the target kind of changes to gauge distance. But really just kind of keeping the lower half moving forward, upper half back, obviously. Do one more of those. Maybe a couple more, we'll see. Maybe too much talking. A little less talk, a lot more action. That one got to the fence. Okay. So now we'll do some straight shuffles. Starting to increase the distance a little bit. That one just didn't go anywhere. That actually felt shitty. Actually felt terrible. So what we should have done is gone delivery first, then those shuffles. We also have some headwind here. But I think what we're gonna do instead is go back to like 3-step turn burns. Only focus here is just driving this back leg into the ground and letting the upper half go. Every single one of these I'm trying to add intent. Not trying to regress at all. Trying to give myself enough time to recover so I can add intent on every throw. That one hopped the wall. Comparatively, I wonder what the distance is here between the line. I mean, I'm like 5 feet off the line when I make this throw versus home to left, because last time I was able to get it off the fence. I would assume that this is further, but I'm not sure. Whoa. Let's go. Yeah, that one was just out of sync. Out of sync. We're gonna pull down after this. I'm excited. It's gonna be a freaking movie. That one at the base of the wall. Base of the wall. The tough part is I don't want to lose any of these, so I think I'm just going to aim them more to the left, let them come back to the right, so there's more distance towards the line down there. Yeah, we'll do that. Which means my direction has to shift this way. So I have to backpedal. Yeah, this way. That one I got excited and I got way too far forward. So when I threw, I was like here instead of being there. Torso opened up, just got excited, didn't stay back. If I stay back on this next one, it's probably either gonna be like off the fence or off the top of the wall or whatever. No, my front foot slid there. All right, this is the almost last one. I got one more, but it's like the ripper ball, 'cause it's like a lacrosse ball basically. That's another test I need to do, is like lacrosse ball versus baseball, because lacrosse ball probably has less friction, more grip. So I might have to test that the next, like a fresh lacrosse ball, like a really rubberized, like sticky lacrosse ball. All right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up so I have some juice for this last throw. All right, let's pick them up. We'll be right back. All right, we gotta do this shit fast because I don't want the camera to overheat here. Just make sure the gun's working here. 69, first throw. Good shit. And the 55th throw of the day. Sounded like an announcer there, going back to my roots. All right, I'll take a couple shuffles. See where we're at. I'm gonna call them out. Might even put some nice visuals on there for you. That was 87. I don't know how real that is. I think what we're gonna do is move this Johnny out of the way really quick. We'll put him back over the plate when we start doing pull downs. I think we go one more and then we'll start ripping some turn and burns. See if we can beat 87 on the shuffle, while also accounting for the fact that I need to take a breath, relax. 88. Okay. I think we do 5 to 7 pull downs. That'll get us to about 65. That'll give us 15 to 20 off the mound. Everything is regimented. Know exactly what we're doing on the training days. So that way, when you get into the games and chaos hits, it's okay. Because you can understand where you need to be at, the situation, how to calm yourself down, how to ramp yourself up. When the sun gets blocked and God gives you some shade to cool down, palmar cooling, cool down the central nervous system, recover, and heat back up. If you haven't been with me on a velocity day, you know that I have a tendency to get a little bit outside my element, a little bit Jim Carrey-esque, a little bit Chris Farley-esque, a little bit David Spade, or whoever your preferred actor that has a little bit of a kookiness to them would be. This one's gonna be 91. Okay. So we got to 92.8 last week, about 90%. Really let this one go here. I think the goal today is 94. Goal is 94. Anything above that's gravy. Okay. I think the camera's overheating, and I don't know if it got that pull down or not, but we're gonna see. I don't really know. Like, might need to just stop bringing the camera to the field and make it more of an indoor thing, because it does not like the heat. It's not like me. I, for one, love the heat. The camera, however, does not. Yeah, we're gonna pull this off. Holy slip and slide. All right, so maybe that pad was there for a reason. As far as like shitty mounds are concerned, this takes the cake. I mean, I did land fucking way open, but Left side heaters are not a problem. Well, let's showcase some off speed, shall we? Yeah, it's better. The problem with that is it's getting slidery. Needs to stay cuttery, so really got to think fastball with it. Yeah, that's gonna be a good pitch. Just got to get it down. Yeah. Split. Bottom of the zone, baby. Bottom of the zone. Oh yeah. Last one was gross. Need another one. I'm like scared. I'm scared to fall off the side of the mound here. All right, so I decided that the camera definitely overheated. Unfortunate. So maybe it didn't pick up all the throws. Is what it is. I'm about to check, but we got a quick lunch. We got 140 grams of the ground beef from yesterday with the cinnamon, the honey, all that stuff. I don't even know if I took you through that meal, but it's delicious. Cinnamon on ground beef as you're cooking it. Honey after the fact. You can put it in the microwave, melt the honey a little bit. Same honey from this morning because it was so damn good. 240 mLs or milliliters or grams of orange juice with extra pulp because we're men. And then we got some marrow in here as well with the honey. So all right, daily review for everything that happened today. So hit 96 on pull down, that was sweet. The camera gets overheated so quickly. Maybe it's not accustomed to the hot weather. I don't know. But we're gonna have to find a new way to film the training stuff outside because I'm not deviating from training outside. I like it too much. I like the heat, I like the sun, I like being able to go tarps off. I'm not shifting from that just to feed the algorithm or be able to see the velocity on a board. If I can find a way to like pull the velo board onto the field sustainably, that doesn't take me 30 minutes to set up, maybe. But we'll just save it for days that it's rainy because I think that people are they think that like throwing in facilities is sexy or something. It's a fucking facility, dude. Like get on a field. Be a man. Connect with the ground. Touch grass. Literally touch grass. So we're going to do that. Lifting stuff, we're going to include that as well. I'm going to include some overlays here, so it's not just me yapping. I'm going to overlay the training footage from today as well as the lifting footage. So what I experimented with today was an upper body lift after throwing, and if I'm being honest, I kind of liked it. I thought it was going to be like too much stress in the arm. I would have to probably experiment with doing it on like a start day. So like Sunday would be the next start day. And I would have to experiment with doing it after a start because after, like 80, 90 pitches, 100 pitches, can't imagine you want to go in there and do an upper body lift. That's just so much, work on the arm. So I might just have to do a lower body lift, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there and I'll update you guys. As far as meals, we consumed today, not including the cream from the coffee that I got this morning that was absolutely fantastic. That inspired me to make cold brew, which is what I'm doing right now. Well, it's iced coffee, whatever. 1,853 calories, 200 grams, 200.1 grams of protein on the dot, 116.9 grams of carbs, 68 grams of fat. Wow. So, with, the cream thrown in there a little bit, so the fat's probably a little bit higher. But looking at about 1,900 calories. If I go to my Whoop, looks like I burned, so far, 2,200 almost. So, not a bad day. Body weight this morning was 192. weight last night going to sleep at about 10 o'clock was 196. So I lost 4 pounds overnight. Crazy. I think that's completely individualized. Sometimes you're going to lose more based on like water weight. Sometimes you're probably going to lose less. It really depends, but we'll see what it's at tonight, and we'll see if I can sleep well again. Knock on wood. Don't wish it to happen, make it happen, right? Let's see, what else do we have going on? That's pretty much it. Yeah. So the pull down number is going up. The mound number today was kind of weird because one pitch was like 88, the next pitch was 82. The mound was kind of slick, so I was kind of sliding all over the place. That could have been it. The cutter was great. The splitter was great. I can't wait to watch the footage on here. But yeah, I guess we'll update tomorrow for the lower body lift really quickly, and that'll kick off the next series of videos. But want to make sure that I get this high intent day video out there with a pull down. Well, it's not a pull down PR, but it's the hardest pull down that I've had in almost 3 years. So pretty exciting. So win for the day. We're going to keep sleeping. We're going to keep eating well. We're going to keep, well, eating in a deficit, that is. And we're going to stay on track here. And we're going to make some cool shit happen. So we'll see you in the next one.